Wam Yasharala, Kal Halal Yam Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakak Kwadash. We give double honors to the apostles and prophets and elders of JMS Camp, but Noah's great millstone for the 100% truth that have been currently edified under. And today's lesson we are going to be going into learn not the way of the heathens. Reason being, there is a particular individual that when I was doing a particular lesson, well, not lesson, but I was studying to show yourself approve, right? They asked me this question, which was, after the flood, why did the seed, why did the children, why was this still bad on the earth, and so on and so forth, which I was explaining. And because I said this, that in the beginning point, Noah's children, which as we know were not Esau, because Esau came past, so it was not referring to them, which going down from Ham and Shem, and also going down, and they got upset because of what I said, that Esau wasn't there. So I'm showing an example dealing with the Egyptians not being of that complexion of mayonnaise, right? So they got upset. And from there, they begin to scoff and scoff and scoff. But remind you, this is a female Jake, or at least I believe so. This is a female Jake. So when she began to become prideful and raise her voice for no reason, I literally said this. 1 Timothy 2:12. And I watched her. I say, do you want me to read it, or you want to get yourself? And the moment I said that, let me go on. It doesn't change. The moment I said that, she didn't even want to hear. She became more prideful, trying to teach me something in the scriptures and then calling on the name of Shiva. How could you read the scriptures and then call on the name of Shiva when Shiva is not dealing with the Bible? How? How could you get that? Matter of fact, let's try this. If it's in, okay, let's try this. SHIVE. Nowhere found. Nowhere found. How? Explain it to me. So before I go into it, not only does she call on the name, she's and being stubborn about it, but you are also wicked because you call on the name of Shiva after trying to teach me the Bible, which you have no understanding of. If you did, you would not be preaching and all these things and then calling on the name of a deity from a heathen nation. You are in error. So let's go into that understanding of Shiva, right? When you go into Shiva, which we're going to bypass, I want to go into the main point. If I could go back. Anyways, let me just go into it. It says, when you go into it, Shiva, also known as, now remember, I am nothing to do with Hindu. I don't believe, nor do I know how to pronounce their words. So I'm going to pronounce it as verbatim as possible, okay? If it's a different pronunciation, I don't care. It says, Mahadeva, if that's what it's pronounced, right? Also known as Mahadeva. It says the great power, right? The great god or deity is one of the principal deities of Hinduism. He is the supreme being in Shivaism, one of the major traditions within Hinduism. And with that understanding, this would be what it looks like, right? If I'm correct, if I'm in error, please correct me. But at the end of the day, I don't give two shits because it's not our custom. It's not biblical. Stop trying to add in your nasty ass false deities into the scriptures. It's not there. All right? Now, with that being said, to make this topic worse, look at this. Now, if this is indeed true, then something, bruh, come on. It says there's 33 million powers or deities of Hinduism. Which when you go further, it says why Hinduism worships so many powers, gods or goddesses, is a real mystery for most people. In the West, where the mass majority of people are part of the Abrahamic faith of traditions with one power, the concept of polytheism is nothing more than fantasy or mystery, which mythology worthy of comic book material. It says the interesting thing is that one culture can see this as fiction, whilst most Hindus without a second thought can walk into a temple with multiple deities, bow down and offer prayers and worship with devotion, treating their deities as much as like a person as you and me. Think about this for a minute. You're so confused that you'll have to worship 33 million deities, that you'll have that in your arsenal, and you still can't get saved? Think about that for a minute. So you have, Miss Lady, the audacity to try and teach me, which I prevented you from because I cut your ass with one precept and you got quiet and then you started blast and said, and then you even went on to say, woe unto you, y'all Israelites. What can you do? Not one thing. You are in error. You have been and are worshipping false deities, which the Most High ordained you not to do. But of course, I know what it is. You seek power, like Eve. And then you want to still receive glory and righteousness from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It will not work so. Let's go into this lesson. Because for those who forget, let me reiterate. When you go into Exodus chapter 20, and verses, I'll go from verses 2 to about 6, just to make it so crystal clear that you try to teach the scriptures but don't want to teach this, they don't want to understand this, that you doing. But let's go on. It says, I am Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Right? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters under the earth. And verse 5, which you can scroll up to get 5 and 6 one time. It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh, your power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquities of the fathers unto the children, under the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And as far as I know, you also have been the one promoting to not listen to the scriptures, because guess what? I know this, not off of allegedly, but of proof that you have had your hands dirty in enchantments and forms of witchcraft. That's why I could tell that you didn't come sincere, but I still say, you know what? Let me go about it because I'm doing the lesson anyways. It will be more edifying that I understand. I go into it more, because the more you go into the scriptures, is the more you get the understanding. That's how it is. I know you weren't sincere. How could a person dealing with witchcraft be sincere? Your mind is already spoiled. But anyways, it says, and show mercy and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. So clear as day, you don't like Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's already evident. Now let's bypass that. So you don't have no rewards here. That's why you turn to other powers to receive that power that you still can't get. Because your wisdom was unable to trump minds and you got upset and begin to mock and scoff, and then you fled when I was bringing out these precepts. So anyways, so let's go into Deuteronomy, just to make it as clear as possible, chapter 6 and verse 5, where it says, and thou shalt love Yahweh thy power with all thy mind, with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, right? And it says, and these words which I command thee, this shall be in thine hearts. Now, this is not going to be in everyone's hearts clearly, but I would vaguely say dealing with the elect. Come on. When you look at it, is it 2/3 who are falling short? It's the 2/3 who are in error. It's the 2/3 who constantly put themselves in error. Let me say the right way. Yahweh put that spirit on them so that they could remain in their error, so that they can be destroyed. And you are showing to be one of them. Now, I'm not saying that you aren't going to be called, but your mind is already spoiled. But I have to leave that unto Yahweh to cast that final judgment onto you, which is that second death as well. But let's continue. When they go into Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 4, if that is correct precept, is 18 and 4, 19 and 4. 19 and 4, okay. Yeah, it says, turn ye not unto idols, nor make yourselves molten gods. I am Yahweh, your power. Now, when you go back into this, let's go into the word Shiva statue, or statue. Idol. Okay, idol. I guess you could do that. Yeah. What is this? Aren't these molten deities? Gold, bronze, silver, stone, all these other things. Aren't these? So am I tripping? I think not. Let's continue. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. I just had to say it now. Many people, especially women, are going to perish on this side. Y'all are out of order, and you're constantly to remain out of order on purpose. This system is going to be destroyed. Where's going to be your help when it's down? Clearly, you are not going to have a covering under Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not dealing with the wicked women, because of your wicked ways. Because you turn from the truth. Because you don't want to accept and keep the laws of your husband in the household. Because you want to be prideful, you want to follow a man and say, she literally said, we women are better than you men. We are better. Okay, if you are better, why are you falling for these idols and reading the scriptures as though it matches? Anyways, you see, there are so much questions that you need to answer to show that you're better, because clearly you are not. Let's go into the Leviticus 18 and verse 30, where it says, right? Therefore, which you can go higher up in the Lego, it says, therefore, whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even their souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinances, that ye commit not any of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein, for I am Yahweh, your power. That's what he instructed. And when you hit that cross reference again, I love this. You see for this particular one, for Leviticus 18 and 30. The reason why I love it so much is because this is literally forming a lesson on its own. Watch this, Watch this. Watch these three. Now, I'm going to read into them to show you, which goes into the same topic, but let's continue. It says, right? Leviticus chapter 18 and 26. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, which we see is indeed an abomination, because when you go into the scriptures, it says, which I can get, I think is the beginning of all sin is idolatry, if I have it correct. Bible verse. Please bear with me. It's either here or it's in the Apocrypha, I think. But bear with me. Let me press this one. I think it's one of them. I know it's definitely in the scriptures. But I think I had it somewhere before. I'm trying to get where it says the beginning of all sin is adultery, or something to that extent. For those, if I can't find it, y'all, I mean, these don't really deal with the Apocrypha. Somebody could put it up in the comment section for those who watch it, right? Where it says, yeah, I think it's in the Apocrypha itself. But matter of fact, I really want to find it. So let me get it. I really want to find it. In the Apocrypha, idolatry. Yeah. Idolatry. If it's not here, it says let me get. Matter of fact, I think I'll post that in the description, just to show you all, so you can have an understanding. I don't want to say anything in error, but I know it's somewhere here. I think it's the beginning of the first sin is the beginning of all sin is idolatry. So, oh shit, beginning of all sin, or of sin is idolatry. Of sin, I believe. Of sin is idolatry. Bible verse. Yeah, you can find that. Oh boy, there you see that? You see that? It says, wisdom of Solomon, for wisdom of Solomon had said in 14 and 27, for the worshipping of idols not be named is the beginning that causeth all, and the evil of all, which I think there's another precept to that, you know? But anyways, I'm gonna find it. One precept, but no, there's a next one. If I'll get, but this is it. Is it? There it is. I think it's this. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. I think we are going to wisdom now. Let's go into wisdom and see what else we could get. I know I strayed a little bit, but I'll come back to the lesson, right? Because I want to get this one time because it's lovely, honestly. All right. Okay, good. So So let me go back. That's all I need to see. So let me go back. I think that will be our next lesson to do. Anyways, let me go back. Let's continue. Right? Sorry for I'm still like for the delay. I just wanted to read you and make sure. So yeah. So as you go on, it says right. It says, ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any strangers that sojourn among you. When 27 it says, for all these abominations have men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. Now, when you go further, here what it says in 20, 20 and 23, and ye shall not walk in the manner of the nation which I cast out before you, for they commit all these things, and therefore I abhorred them. Which is why when you go into Ecclesiasticus, it was made clear, right? When it says 15 and 13, clear as day. It says, the Most High Yahweh hateth all abomination, and they that fear the Most High love it not. It's clear as day. So you, my friend, now can't even call him a friend. You are practicing these heathen ways and making yourself abominable. You are defiling yourself with these false idols. And these are the same sin that led us to be scattered and to head into captivity. The scriptures made it plain. You have no excuse. Let's continue. Because it says in Deuteronomy, if this is it, it says, right, this is sweet, because this also goes into what the nonsense used to be doing. So it says Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 9, when thou art come into the land which Yahweh thy power gaveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of these nations. And verse 18 and verse 10 Salakia, there shall not be found among anyone that maketh his sons or daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or observers of times, or enchantments, or witch, or a witch, or a witch, or a witch. How much times do I need to stress this? Or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. It's made clear. You'll have no excuse. You are in error. Repent or get destroyed. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahweh, and because of these abominations, Yahweh thy power that drive them out from before thee. Meaning, he will no longer be hearing you. You are nothing to him. You are just waiting to be destroyed. That's it. And no matter how much I try to tell these people, I don't know, I can't find that. Yes, it is what it is. I go on. It says Leviticus 18 and 24. It says, defile not yourselves in any of these things. Defile not yourselves in any of these things, for all these nations are defiled. What I cast out before you. And this is a very good understanding as to why these nations cannot receive everlasting salvation, because what did the scriptures made clear? When you go into Job, perfect example, chapter 14 and verse 4. Who can bring a clean thing as an unclean? Not one, no one. So anyways. So, lastly, we're going to go into the New Testament, which shows even more, because this is a lady who dislikes Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, dislikes the Israelites, worship other gods, other idols, other does exactly the opposite of what the scriptures say, and then try to teach the scriptures, which, come on, you're showing yourself to be in utter error. What did Proverbs say? Matter of fact, before I go into it, all that what I just said, as we know, goes into Jeremiah, which we go and read here before we go into to Proverbs. So I wanted to make sure I bring that out first, because that is going to be the title of the lesson, right? Let me bring the title of the lesson where it says, Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1 and 2. It says, "Hear ye the words which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O children of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathens, and be not dismayed at the signs of at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them, because they don't know our power." But remember the main point: learn not the way of the heathen. Learn not the way. So, let me go into Proverbs. Because at the end of the day, as much as I told you and as much as I've been telling you, it's up to you. It's really your tale to really see and understand. It says, "Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways, for the froward is abomination to Yahweh, but his secret is with righteousness." You are literally, we live in Trinidad, where one of our oppressors is the Elamites. The other ones are the Chinese, and the main ones are what we call Esau Edom. It's clear as day. So hear what I say, right? That's a heathen custom that you pick up because you wanted power like them. That's why I'm picking up at this point. And if that's the case, then it's your ass to catch. That's just where it is. And then you went on to say, "Woe unto the Israelites," and left it there, as though you go and cook up some kind of magical spell to cast on us. Okay then, now let me tell you this. Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20, it says, clear as day, that same word what you're using is going against you, right? That's all. I'm gonna just dig my head. Right. It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil," because you are saying that worshiping Shiva and doing all these things are good because you are teaching them to even your children. So clearly, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in your eyes isn't good, but Shiva and these other deities and these witchcrafting that you do, that you have to perform, all these things that you take time to do, is good. And still doesn't receive nothing because your knowledge, your information is inferior to the one that Yahweh had ordained to have. That's a sad case, you know, to do all that to still be stupid. It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight." Is this not clear enough? Is this not clear? I didn't mean to laugh at that one, but it's really and truly. You're doing all that semi-demi nonsense to receive wisdom, and still more dotish than a simple Negro like us that reads and break down the scriptures, that don't have to do that nonsense. You serious? Are you serious? Think about it a little bit. All your deities, 31, 33 million. You have to do all that to still be dumber than somebody who don't have that. Come on. Now, if Jakes had a brain, boy, they would, I don't know, boy. Some Jakes, I don't know. It's just hard to leave it as this. I hope she had Jake, right? The spirit doesn't show she had Jake, but her stubbornness does. Her stubbornness really does. I ain't gonna lie. And the Eve-like mentality make it even more clear. Come on. But anyways. So when I go into 1 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 14, made it clear where it says, flee from, right? Wherefore, my dearly beloved, flee from idolatry. Which, and you go into 14, and in the NLT it says, so my dear friends, flee from the worship of idols. Very simple. Because we know that cannot turn to something clean. It's already ordained to be unclean and not of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? So just to close this off, let me go on to Romans chapter 1. I will go from 28 to 32, because clearly you don't like Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So it says, even as they do not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. So you are clearly doing things that are not convenient with no result, but think it works. Come on now, man. Come on. Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of the Most High. See? Haters of the Most High, okay? Despitefulness, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, and as you go forward, without understanding, which you don't have, because you are turned over to these things, clearly. Covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit these things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Correct. So you are going to be facing that second death, that harsh heat that's going to spread across the Americas and I say the West. And if that didn't get you, we already know what's going to get you. So, let's close this off with a nice little precept in the same Sirach, but we're going into 15, and we're going because the scriptures never told anyone. It's free to worship other idols and to add in these idols and match it with scriptures showing that it is indeed part. It never said, I said, learn not the way of the heathen. So when they go into Sirach chapter 15 and verse 20, it says, he had not commanded no man to do wickedly, neither have he given any man license to sin. So with that being said, I just want to put this out there. You are in error. I suggest you go about and repent. Though I have a feeling in my heart, just a simple feeling, that you are one of them that remains proud and that remain in your deception to be destroyed. So, and this is me speaking from a man and speaking with just simple understanding as to how you move and the way you do things, the deceptive movements of you. So anyways, let's close this off. So women, please, y'all, if you're seeking power, stick to the commandments given to y'all, which is to be in all subjection to your husband. Be a good wife to your husband. If you trust Yahweh, be a good wife unto your husband. Stop trying to assert dominance over a man because you don't have balls to be created to create testosterone. It wasn't given to you to bring forth seed. Stop that nonsense. It's not of you. So Shalom Yasharala, Kal Halaliam, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahoshai, Bahasham Rakak Kwadash. We give double honors to the apostles and prophets and elders of JMS Camp, but now great millstone for the being for the 100% true that I've been currently edified under. And I hope this lesson was indeed edifying. Please, people, you can see these things coming down to an end, and people are really messing because she even went on to say how we are in error because the scriptures, what's something considered by the scriptures is for everybody. No wonder why you doing that shit. Which that had to be our next lesson one time. So, shalom.